Yeah.
And then you say that culminated into a one-night stand.
We was never in a relationship though.
How did you end up having sex?
And
After you heard Mr. Mitchell's testimony, does that change in any way how you feel about Ms. Allen's assertions?
No.
It doesn't.
No.
I mean, he's a man of few words, but he was pretty direct. And then you respond, Mr. Levant, and I want my daughter.
Those text messages are fake.
That was not
I don't
fake.
know.
Wasn't me.
That's not me.
Mr. Levant, were you talking to Miss Allen while you were in this relationship with your girlfriend?
No, I was not.
You met her in 2010.
I met her in 2010.
When you met her, did you tell her you were single?
Yes.
Never.
In this corner, we have Carlisha Allen, a single mother desperate to prove her 6-month-old daughter's paternity. In the other corner, we have Jerome Levant, a family man with 3 children and a committed relationship. And somewhere in between stands his girlfriend, ready to walk away from their family if today's results aren't what she expects.
Ms. Allen, you were in court today claiming the defendant, Mr. Levant, is denying your 6-month-old daughter, Layla, only because he's desperate to try to keep your affair with him a secret. You're here to expose that secret and prove paternity. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Allen claims her relationship with Mr. Levant started in 2010 through Facebook messages and phone calls, a digital romance that supposedly spanned 5 years before their physical encounter. Sound familiar? In today's world of online relationships, many of us have experienced connections that blur the lines between virtual and reality. But this isn't your typical paternity case. As someone who's covered countless courtroom dramas, I can tell you, when social media gets involved, things rarely stay simple.
We was together 2010.
Y'all never was together.
No, yes, we was.
Over the phone?
Okay, first
Over the
off,
phone,
okay, I wasn't
child.
talking to
Really?
you. Okay.
So wait a minute. I want to understand the nature of this relationship,
It was
Ms.
a long
Allen.
distance relationship.
They only talk
it was,
over the
it
phone,
was a
Your
long
Honor.
distance relationship.
So it was a long distance relationship. You lived in one state, he lived in another?
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
and so how would you all, or when would you all see one another?
I saw him 2015, Your Honor, but we was dating 2010.
Y'all never
So
was dating.
it was a long distance relationship.
Mr. Levant, were you talking to Miss Allen while you were in this relationship with your girlfriend?
No, I was not.
You met her in
I
2010.
met her in 2010.
When you met her, did you tell her you were single?
Yes.
Never.
Yes, he did.
No.
Yes, he
Never
did, Your
did.
Honor. He was texting me on Facebook. We was calling each other on the phone in the video.
How often did you talk to her on the phone?
I talked to her a year.
Just when you think you understand the story, it takes an unexpected turn.
Mr. Levant, you met this woman and you were having a phone conversation, a phone relationship for a year.
Yeah.
And then you say that culminated into a one-night stand.
We was never in a relationship though.
How did you end up having sex?
In
In
2015.
2015.
In 2015, what happened? Phone, relationship?
I came to
down.
Atlanta in 2015 for my vacation. We meet up after that. We did
But
what
you
we did.
contacted
I
me in
said,
that
we
week.
did what we did in 2015.
The plot thickens when we learn about Mr. Mitchell, another potential father who enters the courtroom with his own story to tell.
Mr. Mitchell, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
We're in court today talking about the paternity of beautiful baby Layla. Did you have a sexual relationship with her mother, Ms. Allen?
Yes, ma'am.
You did. Did she ever tell you that you could be Layla's father?
No, ma'am.
She didn't.
No, ma'am.
And so, do you believe you are Layla's father?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Levant, after you heard Mr. Mitchell's testimony, does that change in any way how you feel about Ms. Allen's assertions?
No.
It doesn't.
No.
I mean, he's a man of few words, but he was pretty direct.
3 adults, 1 child, and multiple versions of the truth. But perhaps the most compelling piece of evidence comes in the form of text messages. Messages that Mr. Levant claims are fake, showing him referring to little Layla as his daughter.
Mr. Levant, have you ever accepted that Layla is your child?
No.
You have never accepted she's your child?
No.
Yes.
Miss Allen, you said yes, he did say that.
Yes.
Do you have any proof
Yes, I
of
do.
such? Jerome, will you please hand me the proof?
That's how.
This is a series of text messages between the two of you?
Yes.
Text. So, happy Valentine's Day, Lily. Lele. Daddy loves you. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Carlisha. Layla.
Daughter.
And then he says, Mr. Levant says, what's she doing? And then you say, looking around. And then he says, she looking for me, laugh out loud. And then you say, laugh out loud, nah, her sis. And then you respond, Mr. Levant, and I want my daughter.
Those text messages are fake.
That was not
I don't
fake.
know.
Wasn't me.
That's not me.
Ms. Lanier, after you've heard this testimony, has any of it changed how you feel about this? Do you still believe that Ms. Allen is lying and your boyfriend is not her child's father? Do you still stand by the fact that if he is, you are done with the relationship?
Yes, I am.
After witnessing countless paternity cases, I've learned that text messages can both be smoking guns and smokescreens. But in this case, they might just be the key to unlocking the truth. The stakes couldn't be higher. Ms. Lanier has made it clear. If Mr. Levant is the father, their relationship of 5 years and their 3 children together will be over. It's a decision that could tear apart not one, but 2 families.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Allen versus Levant Mitchell, when it comes to 6-month-old Layla Allen, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Mitchell, you are not the father. Mr. Levant, I can hear a pin drop right now in this courtroom. Mr. Levant, you are not the father.
Yes!
Wait.
Yes.
Miss Allen.
He's done me not suck it up.
But in an unexpected twist that left the entire courtroom speechless, Mr. Mitchell isn't the father either. The truth, it seems, lies somewhere else entirely. As the dust settles on this case, we're left with more questions than answers. How well do we really know the people we connect with online? And in our digital age, where relationships can be built and broken with a single click, what does it truly mean to be honest with ourselves and others? Sometimes the truth isn't what we expect it to be, and sometimes the real paternity test isn't just about DNA, it's about responsibility, honesty, and the choices we make that affect not just us, but the innocent lives that depend on us.